This is Generation Stadia, giving you that daily dose of everything and anything Stadia related, and today I want to discuss a topic and gather your thoughts on it while giving mine. So what's up for discussion today? Well, it's the Google ecosystem and how Stadia will leverage it in a big way. Be it YouTube, Google Home devices, or data collection, it's clear that with Stadia the plan seems to be much bigger than just games. So to begin, let's focus on the YouTube aspect. Stadia certainly has one advantage on its side that no other company can hope to match, and that's YouTube integration. It is by far the largest video hosting platform around, and in my opinion, the very same reason why Stadia will prove to be successful. Now let me begin by asking you a question. When you hear about a new game that just got announced, or better yet, when you find a cool looking game and want to see some videos about it, where do you go? For me, that answer is YouTube without a doubt. It's the place I would go to find trailers, reviews, guides, funny moments, or whatever else about the game I want to know. Now imagine being able to press the play button on any of those videos and hop into a trial version of the game just to see what it's like yourself instantly, no downloads, no wait times. Just in and out of the game in no time at all. Well, I'm happy to say that that reality isn't too far off by the sounds of it. We already have confirmation of demos and trials coming after launch, and we already know a play button will exist on YouTube for Stadia supported games. Now this will cause two things. First off, and most importantly, it'll get people to try Stadia out without even having to look into it. Not to mention, it'll highlight Stadia's biggest advantage as a cloud gaming platform, and that's convenience. Once people start finding out that they can play the newest games without having to wait on a download or update, they will be sold as long as their experience is considered good enough. If Google is smart about it, they'll highlight the fact that these games can be played on your smartphone, TV, and computer somewhere in between their trial at no extra cost on top of the game. Now the second important factor is going to be the fact that developers will want to bring their games onto their platform for the advertisement potential alone. I mean, what better way to sell your game than letting those interested play it themselves? Not having your game on Stadia is going to mean not being fully integrated into YouTube, and I personally believe this is a huge deal. I mean, let's just talk about the algorithm YouTube uses to rank videos, which by the way, nobody completely understands, but one thing is clear about it. Having a high click-through rate on your video matters a lot. Right now, having a good thumbnail and a good title can be the difference between a successful video and a failed video. Now this is hypothetical on my part, but what if the playable checkmark appears somewhere in the search engine identifying what videos contain games that can be launched through Stadia? That would have a major impact on click-through rate and in turn a huge impact when ranking on YouTube search. Now from an advertisement perspective, I don't see any company not wanting the best chance possible at getting the most eyes on their new trailer or videos about their game in general. But that's enough about what YouTube can do for Stadia, now let's flip it around and ask what Stadia can do for YouTube. Well, it can certainly help with the live streaming aspect of it. It should come to no one's surprise that Google is implementing quite a bit of live streaming and content creation features to the platform like crowdplay and stage share. It also shouldn't be too surprising that a feature like crowdplay will only work on YouTube and not competing platforms like Twitch. While I don't believe that this will make established streamers jump ship over to YouTube immediately, it certainly makes trying it out much more enticing. If features like crowdplay can be monetized for larger size streamers, I can certainly see more eyes on YouTube. Now before moving on to the next thing, if you plan on streaming on YouTube or creating content, let me know in the comment section below. I really am curious to find out how many of you are out there. Now let's start talking about Google Home devices, be it your Chromecast, Google Home speakers, or Nest devices. I mean, for those of you who want to game on their TV using Stadia, a Chromecast is instantly required to even begin. Not to mention that at this time you also need a Stadia controller. This'll definitely get more Chromecast in people's houses, this one's easy enough. But what do Google Home and Nest hubs have to do with Stadia? Well, those devices use the Google Voice Assistant, something that's built right into the official Stadia controller. Now we have already seen examples of how Stadia will allow you to ask for help if you're stuck in a certain part of a video game, but I'm sure this is just a small sample of the type of interactions the voice assistant will support. I mean, we already know for a fact that Google is testing out voice commands in games thanks to the Wired UK feature on Stadia, which by the way, if you want to see a breakdown of, be sure to click on the annotation above. Now, what if you don't like using the Stadia controller? Let's say you have an Xbox Elite controller. Well, it wouldn't surprise me if you could use your Home Mini or any other Google smart speaker to get the job done, as long as it works well enough and the integration is good. Now, even if it doesn't entice you into buying another Google Home smart device, just having the voice assistant built into the controller provides one huge benefit to Google, and that's user data. Google collects data anonymously on pretty much every service under their umbrella, and Stadia will be no different. I am curious to see what type of data Google will collect and how it will be put to use. Google does an excellent job at this sort of thing, and it's exactly why Google Voice Assistant is just so far ahead of anyone else in this space. I mean, I'm sure we've all seen how it can be used to call and book an appointment on its own with the person on the other side not even knowing they're talking to an AI. I think it will be super interesting to see if this data they collect of Stadia users can then be used to improve AI in games and then make them feel more real and less artificial. For example, if you haven't played Forza yet, they currently use a system they call Drivatars. This system gathers info on how you play and then creates an AI for others to race with your characteristics. If you're a clean racer, then your Drivatar will be too. Likewise, if you're aggressive and run people off the road, so will your Drivatar. This concept has always been fascinating to me, and while this is a guess on my end, I can totally see Google gathering data in a similar fashion and using it to improve games in a big way. As you can see, Stadia will affect many areas of the Google ecosystem. I'm sure there are plenty other areas that I haven't even thought of or listed here that will get a similar or even greater impact than what I talked about in this video. Stadia will be a major entity at Google, simply because it's an entry point to a massive industry they have yet to break into in a big way. Is there another part of the Google machine you can see playing a part in Stadia's growth? Be sure to let me know your ideas in the comment section below. Anyways, that wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed it at all, be sure to hit that like button, as it really does help the channel out, and if you're wanting more content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. For today's end of video message, I want it to be a quick channel update. Basically, there will be a change to the channel upload schedule. It'll still be focused around the 1 PM Central Time I've placed, but the days I upload will change. For now, I'm going to experiment on just uploading Monday to Friday and taking weekends off. With that said, I don't want to commit to it just in case I think I should change it to something else. The other option is uploading every other day, but I am looking for your opinion on this. Now, if you're wondering why I'm changing the upload schedule, well, it's kind of become clear in the past 2 weeks that I can't really make every single day an upload. And I don't want to be promising you daily uploads if I can't fulfill that promise consistently. On top of that, I'm hoping the extra time I get throughout the week will also help improve the content even more. Anyways, that's pretty much everything I wanted to say for this channel update. I'm looking forward to your feedback. Do let me know your opinion in the comment section below. Anyways, this has been Generation Stadia, giving you that daily dose of everything and anything Stadia related. The Gen S community is officially over 1,500 strong and growing by the day, and until next time, I'll catch you in the clouds.